The Lucy Show. Starring Lucille Ball. Co-starring Gail Gordon.
Mr. Mooney, I'd be willing to work late every night if I knew you were going to take me to such a nice restaurant.
Good evening.
Oh, good evening, too, please.
Oh, yes, of course, but I'm sorry. There'll be a small delay. Perhaps you won't mind waiting in the cocktail lounge.
We'll wait right here.
As you wish.
Mr. Mooney, why can't we wait in the cocktail lounge?
Because I know their tricks. They'll keep us waiting all night, so we'll spend a lot of money on drinks.
Well, gee, couldn't we just go in and listen to the piano player and just maybe buy one drink?
What, and have people think I'm cheap?
Just one drink.
Mrs. Carmichael, will you please stop arguing? I've had a very tough day today.
But listen to me. Listen to me.
What?
We worked after hours. It wouldn't cost you a thing. You could put it on your expense account.
You know that never even occurred to me. Well, don't just stand there. Let's go where the action is.
I sit here? No, it's nice. You want to sit here?
No, nothing fun.
Why not?
Well, then, let's go.
Hey! Agnes! Agnes, baby, where's the cow juice?
Here you are, Mr. Stanley.
Thank you.
Hey, Phil, are you on the wagon?
Another hour, it'll be one whole day. You know, that stuff could turn you on if they'd feed them cows a little sour mash. Here's your tune. Listen to this. What good is sitting alone in your room? Come hear the music play. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Welcome to the cabaret. Come sip the wine. Come hear the band. Horn starts celebrating. Right this way, your table's waiting. No need for Minnie, that prophet of gloom, to wipe all your smiles away. Life is a cabaret, my chum.
You said
so
it.
welcome to the cabba.
Oh,
welcome to the cabba. Welcome to the cabaret. Hey, you're beautiful. We got a live one tonight. It's awfully nice for you to be here.
Well, it's nice to be here. I just love coming
Thank
in
you.
here.
It was nice of you to bring your dad, too. Hey, you might like this one. Love is funny, or it's sad, or it's quiet, or it's mad. It's a good thing, or it's bad.
but beautiful.
Beautiful to take a chance. And when you if you take it, if but I'm thinking,
I
pretty.
Is that the way that goes?
That's the way it went tonight.
I don't really know that one. Well, that's awful pretty, but it's a little too early for sad songs.
Yes.
You know you are the one.
How does it go?
Night and day, you are the one.
Why don't we quit right there while we're ahead with that one? Night and day, you are the one.
I wish they'd hurry with our table.
Oh, why don't I'm having a ball? Fly me to the moon.
Oh, please do.
Mr. Stanley.
You get one
Mr.
like this.
Stanley, pardon me.
Oh,
But
yeah.
do you know, is it true what they say about Dixie?
Yeah, baby.
Oh, would
yeah,
you
yeah.
play that?
Is it true what they say about Dixie? Does that sun really shine all the time she's coming again? Do those sweet magnolias now and that rat? No, do they laugh?
Do the folks keep
they
waiting past up
till-
till they can't eat no more?
Well, is it true
Do they
what
laugh?
they say?
Do they laugh?
Do they laugh? Do they
Do
laugh?
they love?
Do they love?
Like they say in every song.
If it's true, that's where I belong. One more time and the South will rise again.
Oh, boy, you don't hear songs like that anymore.
I'll go along with that, lady.
Wasn't that good?
Priceless.
And you were very good, too.
Oh, well, thank you.
What would you like to hear?
Kate Smith.
That's nice.
Look, pardon me. Any other requests?
Oh, here's a whole lot of songs. Do you know all of these?
No, well, I don't.
I'm going to call my wife.
What are you going to call her?
You know, I never thought I'd be saying this, but it'll be good to hear her voice.
I know what you mean, Dad.
Gee, there's some beauties here. Do you know this one?
Look, honey, there's
You
some
know
of those.
this one.
There's
You don't
some
know
of them
that
I
one?
know.
Phil,
All right,
I see you.
Hey, excuse
There's
me,
some.
honey.
Yeah,
One minute.
hurry back,
I'll
huh?
be right back.
Can't you turn that dame off? I'm getting complaints.
Look, I'm sorry, Ruby, but she wants to sing everything I play.
Well, can't you play something she doesn't know?
That ain't gonna be easy. I'll try.
Well, try harder.
Oh, hi.
Oh, do you know this one? I love this.
No, we got a lot. Look, listen to this one, will you? I think you'll like it. Listen,
Oh,
please.
uh-huh.
Watch this.
You gonna sing it?
It doesn't, it's got no words.
No?
Thank heaven.
Well, that's a very nice song. What's the name of it?
Well, it ain't got no name, see? It's just something that I started to write a long time ago, then I never finished it.
Well, you should finish that. That has the makings of a hit.
No, I'll...
Yes, sir, and you ought to put lyrics to this. Now, how does it go? How does it go? Da, 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 dee, da, da.
Oh, look, I'll just...
Da.
Agnes! Trade this in for a bourbon.
Now, listen.
You know what Ruby said.
Look, I don't want no arguments, and make it a double, will you, please?
With water soda.
Straight. I can't wait for the message. Go.
Now, listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Now, Mr. Stan. We were in love like birds above. We were in flight half through the night.
Mr. Carmichael, our
Wait, just a
table's
minute.
ready.
I'm composing.
But our table's ready.
Oh.
I'm starving to death. Come on.
All right. I'm sorry. I have to go now.
Oh. Never mind. Never mind. She's gone. I don't need it now.
But I'll be back.
Agnes!
I hope you enjoyed your dinner.
We certainly did.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Mooney, can't we stop by the piano bar before we go home?
No.
Oh, please, I want to stay. I was having so much fun, and I promised him that I'd be back.
Mrs. Carmichael, what you do is your own business. I am going home.
Oh, Mr. Mooney. Oh, please.
Come on. Come on. But it's not my fault, Ruby. That dame would drive anybody to drink.
Now, look, Phil, I told you when I hired you back, we made a deal. If you hit the bottle, you hit the road. Mario, get him a cab. See that he gets home.
Let's go, Phil.
Take your hands off. I don't need any favors from this joint. I can take care of myself.
No, wait a minute. You're not going to drive in that condition.
I have to. I'm too stoned to walk.
drive a car in that condition.
When he gets like that, he won't listen to anyone.
Well, maybe he'll listen to me. He loved my singing. Careful of the road. But that's fine. That's fine. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, lady.
Yeah. Oh, listen, before you go, are you sure it's in tune? That's very important.
I'll check it out and
Please
see.
do, yeah. That's one of my favorites.
Does the sun really shine all the time? Do the sweet magnolia blossoms like a fur from the
Oh, no!
I'm sorry I woke up your mother.
Good morning.
What's good about it? I was hoping this whole thing was a bad dream. How did I get here?
Well, Mr. Stanley, when you left the restaurant last night, you were in no condition to drive. And I offered to take you home, but you couldn't remember where you lived.
Let's look in my coat. Maybe it's written down somewhere.
Well, I looked in your coat, and that's why I brought you here. When I was looking through your coat, I found this newspaper clipping. Phil Stanley, one of our most celebrated songwriters of the 40s, is another sad case of a musician who knew too many bars. I didn't know you were a famous songwriter.
Look, that was 20 years ago.
What happened?
Well, now the whole scene has changed. My kind of music is out. Today, any kid that can lift a guitar and sing off key is making losers out of guys like me.
Well, now I'm going to make a winner out of you. You are a great talent. What you need is someone to straighten you out.
What I need is a drink, lady.
Well, what you're going to get is breakfast.
Breakfast? On an empty stomach?
It'll do you good. Come on, eat your oatmeal.
Oatmeal?
That's just what you need, something that'll stick to your ribs.
Ribs? That'll stick to a wall. What are you going to do, hang some paper?
Oh, now, look, Mr. Stanley.
I can't look at anything, lady, till I get an eye opener.
You don't have to look at it, then. Close your eyes.
Okay, I'm going to close my eyes, but I'm not going to open my mouth.
Swallow it! Swallow it! Now, that wasn't so bad, was it?
I'll get even with you if it takes to the end of my life.
Stop complaining.
I got something to complain about. A fine parlay I woke up to. You're singing, a bowl of oatmeal, and some Clyde calling me mother.
Well, I gotta get to work, and that's what I want you to do, too.
What?
Get to work and finish that song.
What song?
The song that you played for me last night, the one that you never finished. Now get to work and finish it.
Hey, give me my pants.
They are going with me. And you don't get your pants back until you finish that song.
Lady, if you don't give me my pants, I'm going to report you to the police.
Ha! You don't even know my name.
Here's that lead sheet, Mr. Murray.
Thank you, Miss Carroll.
But Mr. Murray's busy and you don't have an appointment.
I'll make one. I'm sorry to barge in on you like this, Mr. Murray, but what I have to talk to you about is very important.
Okay, I'll handle this. Now, miss, what's so important?
Well, it's about Phil Stanley.
Phil Stanley?
Boy, there's a name out of the past.
What's Mr. Stanley doing now?
Well, he's trying to make a comeback, and he's working on a song. That's why I thought it would be good for his morale if he thought that Mr. Murray was interested.
Why me?
Because, sir, I looked up all his old song hits, and I found out that you were his publisher.
Yeah, Phil and I sure had a lot of winners together.
I know. That's why I thought you'd be interested in helping him.
Look, miss, Phil Stanley had a great deal of talent. Yeah, he could write a torch song or a ballad with the best of them. But when the trend in music changed, I changed along with it. But not Phil Stanley.
Phil's the kind of man nobody could change.
I see you haven't changed either. Look, I'm not brushing Phil off. If he's in a jam, he owes a bookmaker and needs a little whiskey money.
He does not need any whiskey money. All he needs is a little encouragement. Now, if you're not going to give him that, then I'm going to take his song to another publisher.
You tell Mr. Stanley when he's finished his song that Mr. Murray will be anxious to hear it.
You will?
Okay.
Oh, thank you. And thank you.
And when you see Phil, tell him that, well, tell him Bibi said hello.
Bibi. Okay, I will. You won't be sorry. It's a beautiful melody. It goes da-dee-dee, da-dee-dee, da. You'll love it. You will just love it. Thank you. Hi.
I did it. I did it. It took a lot of doing, but I stayed with it, and I did it.
You finished the song.
No, I finished my oatmeal.
All right. Hey, I got a wonderful surprise for you. Guess what?
We're gonna have peanut butter and succotash for dinner.
No. This afternoon, I went to see your old publisher, Jack Murray, and he said when you finish that song, he's going to be interested in hearing it.
Jack Murray's gonna be interested in hearing my stuff?
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, wouldn't that be great if Jack and I could get back together again? You know, back in the old days, we made enough money to burn a wet elephant, baby.
I know. Oh, by the way, there was a lady there that said to tell you that Bibi said hello.
Who?
Bibi.
Bibi, huh?
Uh-huh. Is that her name, Bibi?
Well, Bibi was a nickname I had for her. It was short for Blue Blood.
Oh.
She was one of those dames, you know, that from a finishing school. She dug Rembrandt, Plato. She could read a French menu. She had a lot of class. She was a real thoroughbred.
Yeah? She got a little misty-eyed when I mentioned your name.
She did, huh?
Uh-huh.
She's better off. Thoroughbreds and mavericks don't mix. Hey, let's get off that soap opera kick. I haven't thought of her in years.
Okay. I want to hear your song.
I told you it's not finished.
Well, I want to hear what you have.
All right, I got the first 16 bucks.
Well, let me hear that.
All right, you got it. You were Boston. I was Vegas. You were Crepe Suzette. I was pie. You were lectures. I was movies. But I loved you. You were Mozart. I was Basie. You were afternoon tea. I was saloon. You were junior league. I was Dodgers. But I loved you morning, night, and noon.
You haven't thought about her in years, huh? Now, you stick with that and finish it. I think Mr. Murray's gonna like that.
Well, if he likes it enough to give me an advance, you know what I'm gonna do?
What?
Have our robe let out a little.
Well, thank you very much. Bye. That was Mr. Murray's secretary. He left some time ago. He ought to be here any minute.
Hey, Lucy.
Yeah.
I'm kind of jittery. You know what I think I need before he gets here?
Now, Phil.
Another bowl of oatmeal. And leave the lumps in it. I like it over the rocks, huh?
Here he is.
Is that him? Hey, Lucy.
What?
Hey, win, lose, or draw. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Won't you come in, Mr. Murray?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Phil. Hi, Jack. It's been a long time.
Too long. But you look great, pal.
Thank you.
Hello, Phil.
Hi, Bibi.
I hope you've got a winner.
Maybe it could happen again.
Well, let's hear what you've got, huh?
Well, would you sit down right over here, please?
Thank you.
Right here, Miss Carroll.
Well, here goes.
You were Boston, I was Vegas. You were Crepe Suzette, I was pie. You were lectures, I was movies. But I loved you. You were Mozart, I was Basie. You were afternoon tea, I was saloon. You were Junior League, I was Dodgers. But I loved you morning, night, and noon. Opposites attract, the wise men claim. Still, I wish that we had been a little more the same. It might have been a shorter war if I had kissed you more. You were polo, I was racetrack. You were museums, I was TV. You did your best to change me, though you never knew quite how. But I loved you almost as much as I do now.
Phil, I think you've got a big hit.
Thank you. Did you like it, Bibi?
It's the loveliest song I've ever heard.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Well, now that you're so happy, would you mind doing something to make me happy, too?
Anything, what?
Give me back my pants.
From now on, I'll take care of
The Lucy Show. The Lucy Show. Starring Lucille Ball. Co-starring Gail Gordon.
Theodore.
Oh, hello, Mr. Cheever. What's new?
Well, unless you can explain okaying this loan, the man standing behind your desk will be new.
What loan?
This loan for $1,200. They have filed bankruptcy proceedings and left us holding the bag.
Oh, sir, this is dated April the 20th. That's when I was away on vacation.
Nevertheless, the initial okay came from this office.
Well, now, TJM, yes. I don't remember.
Now, Mr. Mooney, when you left me in charge, you told me to use my initiative. I was only trying to help the bank.
Help the bank?
Yes, sir. When this man came in to ask for a loan to open a donut shop, it sounded like a good investment at the time.
Donut shop?
Why did a donut shop sound like such a good investment?
Well, Mr. Mooney always taught me that timing in a business deal is very important. And at the time the man told me about opening the donut shop, I was starving.
When you initiate any more bad loans in this office, and you really will be starving.
Let that be a lesson to you.
And you'll be starving right along with it.
Well, I hope you're satisfied.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm only human. Haven't you ever made a mistake?
I'll thank you to keep my wife out of this. Now, you get to work while you still have a job. Oh.
Hi, Mrs. Carmichael.
Thank you. I want you to meet my boss, Mr. Mooney. Mr. Mooney, this is Mr. Jones.
Oh, hi. You're just the man I wanted to see.
Oh, about what?
About the loan I made to finance my dancing school.
A dancing school?
Yes, sir. I have his file right here, Mr. Mooney. It's the Ken Jones Dancing School.
Oh, really? I don't recall any transaction of this kind.
Well, Mr. Jones applied for the loan while you were out of town.
Not another one.
Well, now you can see he's a very reliable person.
Thank you. Mr. Mooney, I have a $250 payment that's due.
Oh, fine.
And I'd like to ask for a little more time.
What?
Well, I've been having a little trouble.
According to this contract, the payment was due yesterday.
But, sir, this is the first time I've ever asked for an extension.
It's your first payment.
Well, they're always the toughest.
Yeah, they sneak up on you so fast. I had such a terrible time with my TV set.
Oh, please, will you be quiet? I'll be in a terrible mess if Mr. Cheever hears about this.
Sir, all I need is a little more time. You see, it takes a while for a business like a dancing school to get started.
Oh, I'm not interested in your problems. I'll simply have to foreclose and liquidate your assets.
What assets?
The equipment you have listed right here is collateral.
Oh, you mean the stuff I've got stored in the back of my place?
What kind of stuff is it?
I don't know. It used to be a donut shop.
Donut shop? Oh, that's going to be nice to explain to Mr. Cheever.
But look, Mr. Mooney, if you went to the loan department and asked for a little extension, then maybe Mr. Jones would have time to make his first payment, and Mr. Cheever wouldn't have to know anything about it.
Oh, no, I don't think I could do that.
Now, you've always said that the financial structure of a bank is built on helping small business.
With your kind of help, this bank will become a small business. Oh, well, all right. I'll see what I can do. I won't guarantee anything. I don't know what to get into these messes.
Mrs. Carmichael, I'm sorry I caused you all this trouble.
Oh, no, it's not your fault, but you did seem so confident, when you told me about opening your dancing school.
Yeah, well, I guess I just didn't have enough money to get started. I can't afford to advertise my school on television. To get pupils, I have to depend on word of mouth.
Oh, well, maybe I can help. I got a big mouth. How much are your lessons?
Well, I give a course of lessons that's guaranteed to teach a full routine for only $25.
Oh, well, you can put me down.
Oh, no, Mrs. Carmichael, you've done enough. Really.
No, now, listen, I would love to take lessons. $25.
Oh,
there you are.
Gee, thank you. Well, just for that, I'm going to see that you star in my first recital.
Star? Yes. Oh, my goodness. Well, what kind of dancing do you teach?
Well, it's professional dancing.
Like what?
Well, a variation of tap and soft shoe. I think I can show you better than I can tell you.
Oh.
Let me see. Da 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 yum, ba bum, dum ba bum, dum da da. See, da da dum ba bum, bum ba bum bum ba bum, and do 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 do, da 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 dum, bum 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 bum.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, sir.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, everything's going to be all right. I just bought $25 worth of dancing lessons.
That's all I need. You in a tutu.
Sir, if I can only get 9 more students, I'll have enough money to make the first payment.
Well, you have exactly 10 days. I got the extension for you.
Good.
After that, any delinquent loans will be referred directly to Mr. Cheever's
Yeah, well,
office.
don't you worry. I'll go to everybody I know and ask them to take dancing lessons.
Great. Oh, here. Take some of my cards.
Oh, yeah.
Pass them around.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, if I could just borrow a little more money for some advertising, I'd...
Get out of here!
Miss, I'd like to cash a check, please.
Yes, sir.
And I have some identification right here.
Oh, you don't need any identification. Oh, I recognize you from your television program.
Oh.
You're Ralph Story.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, my, I just love all those programs you do about places of interest.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, the one you did the other day on at the Date Grove about the sex life of the date. Oh, I found that very enlightening. Oh, and the one about the little old steamer that goes to Catalina. I love that.
Have you made that trip?
No, I've never been abroad. There's your money.
Thank you very much. Right.
Hey, Mr. Story. Hey, you remember me?
Sure I do. Tony's Pizza Parlor.
That's all right.
Oh, how are things going?
You know, since you make your show from my pizza parlor, my business, she's a double up 3 times.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that, Tony. Really, that's the most gratifying part of my work.
And nice to see you, Mr. Story, and thanks again.
Not at all. Nice to see you again.
Mr. Story?
Yes?
You mean just from being seen on your program, Tony got all that new business?
Well, it's amazing the results exposure on television gets.
I think I have a wonderful idea for your program.
You too. Well, we're always looking for new ideas.
Oh,
really.
good. I'm taking dancing lessons, and I think that you should feature a dancing school recital on your program. I think it'd be very entertaining.
Well, we've never done a dance recital.
Well, you better do it before someone else beats you to it. How soon could you put it on?
Well, what do you mean, how soon?
Well, like maybe within 10 days.
Possibly. Come to think about it, I do need something for next week. We were going to do a program about a donut shop, but it went out of business.
Well, you see, you should have gotten there sooner. You could have saved them. Now, look, I think a dance recital is a good human interest story. And your audience will have a chance to see a star being born.
A star being born?
Yeah, well, if not, I'm throwing away $25.
Oh, well, we can't let that happen, can we?
Then you'll do it?
You've sold me. I'll schedule it for next week's program.
Oh,
Really.
Mr. Story, how nice. Thank
Here's my
you.
card.
Oh, thank
Just call.
you. Thank you. Mr. Mooney, I've got the most wonderful news.
You've been drafted.
Ralph Story is going to feature a recital from Ken Jones Dancing School. And it'll be on his program next week. Do you realize what that means?
What?
It means the school will be a big success.
Mrs. Carmichael, you're forgetting one thing.
What's that?
You have to have pupils to put on a recital. And so far, he only has you. Heaven help him. Now, please get to work.
Oh, sir, you dropped an envelope.
Oh, thank you very much, lady. You know what's in this envelope?
What?
$5,200 of the union's money.
Oh.
It's the truck drivers' recreation fund.
Oh, well, I'm glad I was a help to someone today.
Help, lady, you saved my life. If there's anything I can ever do for you, just name it.
Okay. Sir, I wonder if you would be interested in taking some dancing lessons.
Dancing lessons?
Yeah.
Oh, no, lady, you got the wrong guy. I got 2 left feet.
Well, what about some of the other fellows in your union? Wouldn't they like to learn how to dance?
Those road jockeys, they've been sitting behind the steering wheel for so long, they haven't even learned to walk.
Well, look, I only need enough pupils to put on a recital, maybe just 10 or 12. Hey, and you said if I ever needed anything, just name it.
Well, as a true knight of the road, I'm a gentleman of my word.
You do it?
Just let me know where it is, and I'll persuade some of the boys to come up.
Oh, good. I'll give you the address. There you are. And do you really think you can persuade them?
If I can't persuade them, I'll nudge them a little.
Nothing's impossible we have found, for when your chin is on the ground, just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, start
Sid.
all over. Huh?
Come on, I'll show you that step.
Okay.
Now remember, it's syncopated, right?
Right.
Now, we start on the right foot.
Right foot.
Ready? And bam, 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 bam. Oh, hi, Mrs. Carmichael.
Hi.
Mr. Mooney.
Hi.
Got a pupil, huh?
Oh, no, he's my partner. Come on over and meet him. Sid Howard, this is Mrs. Carmichael.
Mrs. Carmichael?
And Mr. Mooney from the bank.
How do you do?
He must be ready to foreclose, I can tell by his smile.
Oh, no, we have wonderful news.
What?
I have a whole bunch of pupils coming over here this afternoon.
Oh, that's great.
And Ralph Story wants to feature a dance recital from your school on his program next week.
Ralph Story?
Yeah.
Ken, that would really put the school across.
Oh, yeah, what a commercial, huh? You won't have to worry about that loan anymore.
Who's worried? As a matter of fact, I've been doing some research on commercial enterprises that have been featured on Mr. Story's programs, and the results were so gratifying that I would like to invest in your dance school. Yes, here's a certified check for $2,500. That should be worth, half interest.
Half interest?
Oh, well, then, let's say a third. 43 1/3%.
A third interest is 23 1/3%.
It's 33 1/3%.
Yeah. That's more like it. Does 33 1/3% sound fair, Ken?
Oh, that sounds fair.
Get the money.
Yeah.
There you are. It's a deal?
Yes, it's a deal.
Good.
Oh,
Good.
boy,
Is that a
recital we can put on the 2,500 bucks. Wardrobe, costumes. Hey!
This is wonderful.
Yes?
This a dancing school?
Yes? Why?
He was told to come down here and get some dancing lessons.
He was persuaded.
Actually, we was nudged.
Oh, these must be the pupils from the Truck Drivers Union.
Truck Drivers Union?
Yeah, the recreation group.
Well, okay, fellas, have any of you ever taken any dancing lessons before? Okay, well, we'll give it a try anyway, huh? Come on out here in the studio. Here, guys, spread out, guys, and give yourselves plenty of room, huh? Don't stand too close to each other. Now, all the way over there in the corner, will you, fellas? good. Yeah, right. Yeah. Spread out now. Now, look, fellas, I'm going to give you a very simple little dance step. See? Now, I'm going to do it first, and then we'll break it down later, and you guys will learn it. It's very simple. Now, just watch this. And bam, 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 boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam. Now, you think you can do that? Let's try.
Mrs. Carmichael, get me my check back.
No, now, Mr. Mooney, a deal is a deal. Now, give him a chance. Shh, be quiet.
Okay, let's try that step again, huh, fellas?
You ain't gonna make no twinkle toes out of us. We're truck drivers. We drive a truck.
Hey, yeah, fellas, I got an idea that's gonna make it a whole lot easier for all of you. Now, here, just think of the dance floor as the floorboard on your truck, see? Now, try this with me, will you? Here, try this. Step on the clutch. Yeah, good. Now, on the gas. Good. Now, step on the brake. Now, back on the clutch again. And the brake. Kick open the door. Step out. And go back and try it all over again. Not bad, fellas, not bad. Good. Now, let's try it again. Sid, give us a little music, will you, please?
Yeah, how about some trucking music?
Maybe it'd be better if I just honked the horn.
Oh, play.
Mrs. Carmichael, you may as well come in. You're a pupil, too, you know.
Oh, that's right.
What gear, first, second, or high?
Sid, hey, just give me a pickup, real slow, about, bum, 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 bum. Yeah. Good. Now, the clutch and the gas and the brake and the clutch again. The brake, kick open the door, step out and try it over again. The clutch and the gas and the brake and the clutch again. The brake, open the door, step out. And the gas and the brake and the clutch again.
Ralph Story here in Los Angeles. Tonight, our program is slightly smaller than the birth of a nation, but slightly larger than the birth of a baby. In showbiz terms, we call it a star is born. And it proves once again that a little luck, a little talent, and a little hard work will get you absolutely nowhere. Now, our future star is a bank employee named Mrs. Carmichael, assisted by Ken Jones, the dancing master, and 12 representatives of the local trucking union who drive by day and dance by night. So, you see, this is one show that really should be on the road. So, lights, music, and curtain.
Stiffs on account of we've got so much class. No ands or buts or ifs. But hauling loads out on the roads, we're rough, we're tough, we swear. But when work is done and we've made our run, we become quite debonair. Fingernails put lilac on our faces. Thanks to dancing lessons, we've acquired social graces. fanfare for the chap our local knows, the man who taught us savoir-faire. Put the twinkle in our toes. Stepping out with my baby, can't go wrong, 'cause I'm in right. It's for sure, not for maybe, that I'm all dressed up tonight. Stepping out with my honey, can't be bad to feel so good. Never felt quite so sunny, and I keep on knocking wood. There'll be smooth sailing, 'cause I'm trimming the sail, with a bright shine on my shoes and on my nails. Stepping out with my baby, can't go wrong, 'cause I'm in right. Ask me when will the day be? The big day will be tonight. Pressed. Glad we shined the buttons on our vest, 'cause tonight we've gotta look our best. Lucy's back in town.
Used to be I couldn't dance at all, never got invited to a ball, but I'm learning now, so grab a wall.
Lucy's back in town. Didn't know her left foot from her right. Had to be a stay at home each night. Now she's so way out, she's out of sight. Lucy's back in town.
So we see from this recital at the Ken Jones Dancing School that the birth of a star and success in show business is mostly a matter of just putting the right foot forward and throwing a lot of weight around. Incidentally, Ken, the phone's been ringing backstage, and civic groups, union groups, recreation clubs, they've all called, and they'd all like to put their feet in your hands.
Hey, we've got it made!
Yeah!
Nothing's impossible, we have found. For when your chin is on the ground, just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start all over again. Work like a soul inspired, till the battle of the day is won. You may be sick and tired, but you'll be a man, my son. Yourself off and start all over again.
The Lucy Show. The Lucy Show. Starring Lucille Ball. Co-starring Gail Gordon.
It's no use. I can't get it started again.
This is a fine way to spend my vacation.
Well, I'm sorry, Vivian.
This thing sounds just like a wounded bull.
Well, there's no sense sitting here. I'm going to get out and see what I can do. Oh, push up.
What are you looking for? Well, how do I know? This is what everybody else does. You better get your head out of that thing. It looks hungry.
Oh, boy, we could sure use a man in this situation.
We could use a man in any situation.
Maybe a car will come along soon and give us a lift, or at least send us a mechanic.
That car doesn't need a mechanic. It needs Medicare. Where did you get that fugitive from a junk pile?
Now, Viv, it's all I can afford. It'll get us where we want to go.
Oh, it will? Then what are we doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
I was trying to save a little time by taking a shortcut.
I want to see the ocean.
I know. Just be patient.
Patient? I'm only out here on a 10-day vacation.
Oh, I just thought of something.
What?
I saw a house a couple of miles back down the road.
So?
Well, so let's walk back there and call the auto club.
Oh, no, I'm not going to hike back 2 miles down this road.
Why not?
Because I've got skinny shoes and wide feet, that's why.
Yeah. Stop squawking and start walking. Come on. Oh, good heavens.
What's the matter?
Suppose while we're gone, somebody comes along and steals my car.
You gotta be kidding.
Well...
How can I convince you that you should do this picture? I'm your agent. I wouldn't steer you wrong. Listen to me, dear. It's a dynamite part. The studio is dying for you to do it. The salary is absolutely fantastic. Now, please, will you okay the deal, Joan?
Lou, darling, how many times must I tell you, I have all the money I need and I don't want to do another picture.
But you owe it to your public. The studio gets thousands of letters asking for more Joan Crawford movies.
That's very gratifying, but I don't want to work.
You don't want to work?
No, I don't.
What do you call this?
What, this?
Yes.
A labor of love. I'm having the entire house redecorated, and I want to make sure everything is spotless.
Then why don't you have your maid do it?
Because I want to make sure everything is really clean.
Joan, I guess there's just no way I can persuade you to do that picture. But if you change your mind, you know where you can reach me.
Don't call me, darling. I'll call you.
Bye, Joan.
Bye, Lou.
Excuse the intrusion,
But her car broke down, and we'd like to use your phone to call the Automobile Club.
Oh, please, it's right there. Help yourselves.
Thank you very much.
Oh, boy, I'm tired. We must have hiked 10 miles.
Oh, Viv, don't exaggerate. It was only 2 miles.
It was 10 miles. I got 10 blisters to prove it.
You girls must be exhausted. I'll get you some lemonade.
Oh, please, we don't want to be any trouble.
Oh, it's no trouble. Please, just make yourselves comfortable.
Thank you.
Make ourselves comfortable?
Well, she meant well. What?
Did she look kind of familiar to you?
Come to think of it, yeah.
Here's something you can sit on and rest while I make the lemonade, okay? And it won't be long.
Thank you.
Joan Crawford! Oh, Lucy, she's my all-time favorite.
I adore her.
Oh, my. Oh.
What's she doing here?
What do you mean?
This is terrible. A big star like her reduced to working as a maid.
Oh, I don't think she's a maid.
Well, then how come she's dressed like that and she's cleaning this place?
I think this is her house and she's broke. She probably sold all of her furniture just to buy food.
Oh, no.
Oh, Lucy, when the big ones fall, they really fall. We've got to do something for her.
You're right. How much money have you got on you?
Well, let me see now what I've got left. I got $6.
I got 4. We'll give her the $10.
Oh, Lucy. We can't give charity to a great big star like Joan Crawford.
Oh, well, we'll tell her to pay for the phone call.
What are you going to tell her, that you had to call the Auto Club in Casablanca?
Yeah, you're right. But we got to do something to help her.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you could get Mr. Mooney to lend her some money.
Mr. Mooney wouldn't lend a dime to Richard Burton, even if he left Elizabeth Taylor as collateral.
Oh, now, Lucy, maybe he would. It
No,
wouldn't hurt
it
to
wouldn't.
ask him. Now,
Here you are, girls.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
Oh, by the way, I do hope you'll excuse the appearance of my house.
Oh, your house is beautiful.
oh, yes, it's so nice and spacious.
Thank you, but it does look better with the little furniture in it. But yesterday, they came and took it all away. But by the way, I decided to have some with you because I haven't had anything to eat all day.
Well, we understand.
Oh, sure we do. Let's drink a toast to happier days.
I'll drink to that.
Me too.
Cheers.
Come in, come in.
Hi there.
Good heavens, it's the Smothers Mothers. Well, what ill wind blows you my way?
Mr. Mooney, I'm sorry to bother you on a Sunday, but I want to borrow $100.
Oh, you've been sitting out in the sun too long.
Mr. Mooney, you've got to lend me $100.
Why?
Well, you see, we found a famous movie star living in an empty house. No furniture, nothing to eat.
She's starving, and I want the money to buy her some food.
A likely story.
Well, it's the truth. Now, you'll never believe this, but the star is Joan Crawford.
Joan Crawford?
Yes, Mildred Pierce.
How terrible. Why, she's my all-time favorite.
Yeah.
Why, Joan Crawford has given me hours of delightful entertainment. I just adore that woman.
Yeah.
Girls, I will personally lay out the money.
You will?
Yes. Then we'll split it 3 ways.
Let's go to the market right now and buy her some food, huh?
Oh, Mr. Mooney, Miss Crawford doesn't know that we know who she is.
Oh, no, we've got to figure out some way of giving her the food now without embarrassing her.
Yeah.
Well, now, wait a minute. You're forgetting one thing.
What?
Giving her food isn't enough. We have to find her a job so she can support herself.
That's right.
I hadn't thought of that.
And it has to be an acting job.
That's right.
Now, what do we do?
Well, now, let me see. Acting job. I have a friend who has a little theater downtown.
I'll write a play for her.
Oh, she's in trouble enough now. No, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go shopping, then on our way to her house, we'll put our heads together and think of a plan. After all, 2 heads are better than 1.
Yeah, and we got 3 heads.
Well, yes, if you can count yours, but
Lou, darling, I feel very flattered that they doubled their offer, but even if they gave me 3 times the money, I'd still say no. I don't need it. I don't want to work. Uh-oh. I'll have to hang up now. Somebody's at the door. Come in. Yeah, all right. All right, if you want to call me later, go ahead.
We're back again.
We would like for you to meet Mr. Mooney. He's the president of the Good Samaritan Society.
How do you do, Mr. Mooney?
how do you do? These are for you.
Yes.
Yep. All for you. Yep.
What?
Well, every week the Good Samaritan Society gives a prize to a Good Samaritan.
And this week you won it for giving us those refreshments and letting us make that phone call.
Well, this is very nice, but I...
Good heaven!
What's the matter?
You're Joan Crawford!
Yes, sir, I am.
Oh, it's Joan Crawford. And we didn't even recognize her.
Thank you. I do appreciate winning all this. And I'm sure you can find somebody else who really needs it.
Tut, Miss Crawford. You were the exceptional person. We never change our selection.
No.
In that case, I accept with thanks. Your organization sounds like a very wonderful one. Now, if there's anything I can ever do for you or it, don't hesitate to call on me, please.
Well, we'll just call on you right now because our organization is putting on a show.
Oh, and you can star in it.
Yes.
I don't know about that.
It's for charity, Miss Crawford.
You'll be helping a lot of needy people.
All right. If it's for charity, I'll be glad to appear.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
Good. We'll make all the arrangements and let you know. You don't have to worry about a thing.
No.
I'd like to be a good hostess and offer you some cake and coffee, but you see, my maid is off today.
Oh, now then we understand.
However, I still have some lemonade left. I'll be right back.
Oh, she's so nice.
Oh, that is a dear, sweet soul.
Yes.
She still has a little lemonade left.
Yeah. Well, I'm so happy she agreed to appear on the show. That's half the battle.
And when we do put on the show, I'll see to it that the audience is packed with movie producers.
Oh, and when they see how beautiful she is, she's sure to get a job.
Yeah.
I think.
Here you are.
Oh, it's so nice of you.
I'm sorry this is all I can offer you. Mr. Mooney, this is for you.
Oh, how nice of you. Thank you.
And this is for you, my dear.
Oh, thank you so much.
And this is for you.
She gave her a paper cup because when we were here this morning, she had I'll tell you all about it later.
Well, now, let's all drink a toast to the success of the show. Cheers!
hired another dime a dance girl.
Well, that's right. Scarface is always hiring dames, and I'm always getting rid of them.
Yeah, but I hear this one's a good-looking doll. So ain't you afraid she'll take Scarface away from you, huh?
Nah, she ain't got a chance. Scarface likes my type. Cultured.
Yeah, you sure got class, Rusty. Like what you just done with your gum.
Yeah, class is something you're born with. Either you got it or you ain't. You can't inquire it.
Come on in.
Hey, what is that?
Well, it ain't the Flying Nun.
Maybe that's the new girl, huh?
Oh, if it is, you're in trouble. What? She's really got class.
Oh, stop.
Excuse me, but do you all work here?
Yeah, I'm Rusty.
I'm Cuddles.
I'm Cynthia.
Cynthia?
I'm the new girl.
Oh, yeah? Well, sit down, kid. We'll teach you the ropes.
Thank you, ma'am. Oh, thank you. You know, I just can't tell you how happy I am to meet y'all. I just love being here.
Well, now look, Honeysuckle Rose. You're inside now, so why don't you get rid of that umbrella?
Oh, I'm sure enough sorry, ma'am.
I'll take care of it for you.
Thank you, ma'am. Oh. So this is what a little old speakeasy looks like.
Well, ain't you never been in a little old speakeasy before?
Heavenly day, no.
Well, then how come you took this job?
Well, I have to work.
Oh.
I'm the sole support of my mommy and my daddy.
Oh.
And my grandmommy and my granddaddy.
Oh.
And my 4 nieces, my nephew, and my 5 sisters. Oh. I'm also putting my brother through medical school.
Well, honey, all you're gonna earn here is 10 cents a dance. How do you expect to feed all them relatives?
Oh, I'm taking all the doggy bags home.
Well, bold my weevil.
The drinks are on the house. What'll you have, girls?
Gin.
Milk.
Milk?
But I never drink hard liquor.
Oh, look, kid. Gin isn't hard liquor. Gin's just short for ginger ale.
I didn't know that.
Well,
Sugar, are you sure you never had hard liquor before?
Oh, no, ma'am. All I ever drink is milk.
Well, you better keep an eye on your milkman.
Listen, you ain't kidding me with that innocent act. I'm warning you. You keep away from Scarface. He's my guy, and I'm going to hang on to him. We've been through tough times together, see? It may not show, but I've suffered.
It shows.
What kind of a crack is that?
Scarface is coming.
How do y'all know?
I recognize his knock.
Okay, Chief. Rusty.
Hi.
Hello, baby.
Hello, Mr. Scareface.
That's Scarface, baby. Scarface.
Oh, gee, Scarface. You're sure in a good mood tonight. Would you like to dance?
I'd love to.
Okay, honey.
Not with you. Her. Music. You sit this one out. Shall we?
I'd be delighted.
I'd like to talk to you.
Yes, ma'am.
I think you missed.
Oh, yeah? Wait till she takes her next drink of milk. She'll leak like a sieve. Music!
Oh, please don't tell me I won another Good Samaritan Award.
No, better than that. Offers for jobs have been pouring in.
Jobs?
Yes. Joe, producers have been calling me all morning with picture offers for you because of some benefit you played last night.
Oh, the producers saw her in the show that we put on.
But I don't want any.
Oh, now, Miss Crawford, please don't let your pride stand in your way.
Jonah, you owe it to your public to make another motion picture, even though you don't need the money.
That's right, even if you don't... You don't need the money!
No. Of course not. She's been turning down movie offers for years.
Oh, and I thought you were poor.
And I tried to get you a job.
And I blew $100 for a care package. Oh, Mrs. Carmichael, as usual, this is your fault.
Oh, now, Mr. Mooney, I thought she was broke, the way she was dressed, and there wasn't a stick of furniture around here.
I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you I was redecorating the house.
Oh.
And, Mr. Mooney, your basket of food was not wasted. I donated it to a very worthy charity.
Oh, good. Then it's deductible.
Yes. I know. I'm deducting it.
Joan, if you don't want to go back to work, perhaps you can help somebody else to get a job.
Certainly. How?
Well, I have a picture offer for another performer who appeared in the show with you. Now, I'd like the name.
It's me! It's me!
I'm afraid not. The producer said he was interested in the fat one.
Oh, that's me! That's me!
I don't think so. He said a fat one with a mustache.
Oh, well, when you've got it, you've got it.
The Lucy Show. Show. Starring Lucille Ball. Co-starring Gail Gordon.
Gladys, how much is 17 and 14?
31.
And how much is 26 and 35?
61.
And how much is 30?
Lucy, if you have so much trouble adding figures, why don't you learn to use the tabulator?
Quiet. I don't want them to think that I can be replaced by a machine.
I'd like to cash this check, please.
Yes, sir. Sid Caesar? Oh, I can't believe it. Look who you are.
That's me, all right.
Oh, well, this is quite a thrill.
Well, you certainly know how to make people feel welcome.
Oh, well, I've always wanted to meet you, Mr. Caesar. Oh, may I have your autograph?
Certainly, thank you.
Oh, you know, whenever you're on television, I turn my set off and go next door.
You what?
My girlfriend has a color set.
Oh.
Oh, I'm so thrilled. Oh, thank you. I can't believe this.
Now, please, the check, please.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. $1,000. Yes, sir. $1,000.
Man cannot live by bread alone.
Oh, that's funny. Yes, sir. You want $1,000? Yeah. Well, could I give you a $1,000 bill?
Well, that's not really very wieldy, you know what I mean?
Oh, well, how about 10 $100 bills?
No, you see, I'd rather have smaller bills, say, some 50s, some 20s, some 10s, and 5s.
Oh, I have to add up 50s, 20s, 10s, and 5s, so it comes out exactly 1,000, huh? Well, let's see. Oh, I tell you what, I'll put this right up here, and you just pick out what you want.
Those 50s look delicious. I'll have a dozen of those. And let me have 10 of those pretty green 20s with the mid-centers.
10 and 20.
And I'd like, on those 10s look nice and fresh, I'll have 10 10s.
10 10s. Yes, sir.
And give me a dozen and a half of those crisp, nice $5 bills.
A dozen and a half? A dozen and a half. 12 is a dozen. Oh, it says. There, now how much is that?
That's $990.
$990?
Yes.
Oh, well, you have $10 more dollars coming.
Yes, let me have 10 of those itsy-bitsy singles.
Oh, some itsy-bitsy singles. All right. There you are, 10 little itsy-bitsies, $1,000.
There we are. And here we are. Here's $10 for yourself, eh?
Oh, no.
No, you go buy yourself a pair of stockings.
Oh, I couldn't.
I insist.
Oh, well, now, you really are so generous.
Easy come, easy go.
Well, thank you. Did you see who that was?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go tell Mr. Mooney I met Sid Caesar. Put the money away, will you?
Mr. Caesar, I assure you the bank will do everything possible to prevent that forger from cashing any more checks on your account.
Well, I should hope so.
Well, now...
Mr. Mooney, guess what?
Please, Miss Carmike, I'm busy.
But this is important. Guess who I just cashed a check for? In person.
Whom?
Sid Caesar.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
You cashed a check for Sid Caesar?
Yes, and you should have seen him. He's a... Who are you?
Who do you think he is, you nincompoop?
I'm Sid Caesar.
But if you're Sid Caesar, who is that man?
That man was an imposter, a forger.
Oh, but he seems so nice. He even gave me his autograph. I mean, your autograph.
He gives out lots of autographs, and on checks, and my checks.
How much was this one for?
$1,000.
Let's go.
Oh, can I get you a glass of water?
Better make it a bucket. I think I'll drown myself. Mrs. Carmichael, when you cash a check, don't you ever ask for identification?
Well, certainly, but who doesn't know Sid Caesar?
You didn't!
Oh, now, it wasn't my fault. He was so much like you, Mr. Caesar. Why, your looks, your physique, even your personality.
Can't understand it. How can a man with so much going for him turn to crime? I mean, look at these checks. He's forged 600, 1,100, now 1,000. I mean, I wish I could afford to live like that.
Yeah, me too. He sure must be a big spender. He even gave me $10 and told me to buy myself some stockings.
Oh, fine. Now he's a big tipper. With my money.
Yeah.
I mean, with Mr. Mooney's money.
Mr. Mooney's money?
It so happens the bank has to make good on those forgeries.
Oh, well, then thank you for my stockings, Mr.
Will you be quiet? I've got to figure out how we can catch that criminal.
Yes, sir. Oh, I have an idea how we could tell the forger from Mr. Caesar.
How?
Well, look, when you come in to cash a check, we could have a little signal. You could go like this. See? And then I'll know it's really you.
Mrs. Carmichael, you cannot ask a big star like Sid Caesar to go around making ridiculous gestures like this in a public place.
Oh, no, Mr. Mooney. You did it wrong. It's with the thumb under.
She's right, Mr. Mooney. Most people go like this, with the thumb out. But with the thumb in, it's a good signal. The RAF used to use it a lot.
The RAF?
When they made a drop, they always went like this.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I thought I just made that up.
Well, from now on, this will be our signal, right?
Okay.
Goodbye, Mrs. Carmichael.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Mooney.
Goodbye.
What? You're doing the thumb out. Thumb under.
Thumb under.
And that.
And then wiggle the finger.
Wiggle your finger.
Thank you, Mr. Mansbridge.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Caesar.
I'd like to cash this check, please.
Yes, sir. You forgot something.
Like what?
A secret signal, so I'll know it's you and not the forger, remember?
Oh, yes, that's right. Oh, I remember, yes. Now, would you mind cashing the check now, please?
Mr. Caesar, I hope you won't resent this, but on account of your forgetting our little signal and just for your own protection, to make sure that you're really you, would you do me a favor?
Like what?
Well, I saw you in that show, Little Me, and you know the song that you sang to the girl in the second act?
Oh, yes, I remember, yes.
Yeah, well, would you mind doing it for me?
Well, you see, in the show, I did it with a girl, and it's very difficult to do it with other girls.
Well, I'd be very happy to help you.
Oh. Well, you see, in the show, it went something like this. Pardon me, miss, but I've never done this with a real fine girl.
That's a song, that's it.
Straight off the farm with an actual armful of real live girl. Pardon me if your affectionate squeeze fogs up my glasses and buckles my knees. I'm simply drowned in the sight and the sound and the scent and the feel of a real live girl.
Oh, that's just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I hope you weren't offended, Mr. Caesar,
Oh.
but I just wanted to make sure it was you, you know?
It was my pleasure, and with your brilliant mind, I know we're going to catch that forger.
Oh, well, I certainly hope so. There you are, sir. $1,000.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
What was that little routine all about?
Well, I just wanted to make sure that that was really Mr. Caesar, so I made him sing a song from the show he was in.
Oh, that was very smart. May I see the check, please?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes, that's Mr. Caesar's signature, all right.
You know, I really don't know how you can tell the difference. That forger is so good.
Well, when you've been around banking as long as I have, you develop a sort of know-how about those things, a cunning, you know.
You really are very shrewd.
Oh, well,
No,
thank
really,
very
you
much.
are.
I'm glad you noticed that.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, the imposter. I'll detain him. You get the security officer. Oh, Mr. Caesar, how nice to see you.
Hi.
And what can I do for you today?
Well, first of all, I would like to have this,
If you would like to have
There
a
he is,
check.
there he
Grab
is.
it,
All
grab
right,
it.
buddy, just come along.
What's going on here? I'm Sid Caesar.
Oh, no. The real Sid Caesar just left here.
Yeah.
But I am Sid Caesar. I have identification.
Look out, he's going for a gun.
Don't make a move. Just keep your hands up. Now get over there to that counter. Put your hands on the counter and lean.
I'm telling you, I'm Sid Caesar. Look inside my coat pocket. My coat pocket. Look inside.
All right. Here. Mooney, you keep him covered while I frisk him. Now just keep him covered.
Look there. That's very ticklish.
All right, easy now, easy. Uh-oh. Mr. Mooney.
What is it?
Some checks made out to Mr. Caesar and a deposit slip.
Now, would a forger be putting money into a bank?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
Well, you should be. I've never been so humiliated in all my life.
Oh, well, this was a mistake so easily made. That man looks so much like you.
Then maybe I should try to find a banker who isn't so fooled by every pretty face that comes along.
Oh, this is all yours.
Mr. Mooney, don't shoot. Fire me. Take away my sick leave, but don't shoot.
Here, Mr. Mooney, please, give me the gun.
Oh, please, just one little shot. I'll clean up the mess, really.
Please, give me the gun. Give me the gun.
Oh,
There, you'll be all right.
no, I'll be all right if she keeps out of my way. You, stay away from the bank. Stay away from me, out of my sight. Stay away from the bank.
Oh, Mr. Mooney.
What now?
You've just given me a wonderful idea.
Where's that gun? I want the gun.
Listen, if Mr. Caesar would stay away from the bank just for a little while and not cash any more checks, then if that crook comes in the bank, we'll know that he's the forger.
It sounds like a good idea, Mr. Mooney.
Well,
It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. It's even better than this.
Oh, anything's better than this.
Okay, Charlie. 10 to win on Crystal Princess in a fifth. You got a best.
Hiya, Rocky.
Well, if it ain't my old pal Frankie the Forger, how's the action?
I'm still writing fiction.
Boy, you sure got a good racket going for you. A bank account like Sid Caesar's to write checks on, huh?
It ain't as soft a touch as they think it is. You know, having to go around looking like the guy, acting like him, talking like him. And today I even had to sing like him. And that ain't easy for a guy with a nice voice like I got, you know what I mean?
Would you care for some lunch, boss? Yeah, I tell you what I'm gonna have. I'm gonna have the knockwurst and sauerkraut.
And some of those nice, crispy, brown mayonnaise potatoes, huh? How about you, Frankie? I can recommend the knockwurst.
No, thanks. Caesar's still on a diet now. I'll take my usual cottage cheese and skim milk.
Cottage cheese?
Well, I didn't mind looking like Caesar, years ago. But since he's been on that diet, it's been killing me. I liked him better when he was a big, fat slob, You know how long it's been since I've seen a pizza, or a lasagna, or a banana split, or a strawberry shortcake? And it ain't bad enough he wants to be thin. But dig this crazy hairdo. In the old days, I used to walk into a nightclub. The girls in the chorus would wink at me, huh? You know who winks at me now? The boys in the chorus.
Here you are, boss. Knockwurst and sauerkraut with lyonnaise potatoes. And for you, Frankie, cottage cheese and skim milk. Ah, that looks great.
Delicious.
Oh.
he wants to waste away to nothing, that's his business. But I can't take it any longer. I can't go on like this. I gotta hear it.
Frankie! You can't quit now. You're in your prime.
I know what I'm gonna do. Tomorrow, I'm going to that bank and lay a big one on him. I'm gonna forge one for $10,000.
10,000?
Yeah. And then you know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I'm gonna take a trip to Europe, hit all those famous restaurants, and eat everything in sight. Yeah, you remember the way I used to eat in the old days?
Boy, do I.
I was the only guy you ever saw in a cafeteria that needed a caddy. Why did I have to look like Sid Caesar? Why couldn't I have looked like Jackie Gleason? Then I could eat everything, huh? You don't care. Let me do
Control.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, that payroll we had to handle this morning was so heavy that our cash on hand is nearly depleted.
Well, call the main branch and have them send over $50,000.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, remember, Mrs. Carmichael, the security officer and a policeman are stationed in my office.
Yes,
If Frankie the forger shows up, you press the intercom button 3 times.
Don't worry, sir.
Right.
Uh-oh.
What?
I better start pressing.
Good. Catch him passing a bad check. Good morning, Mrs. Carmichael.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Caesar. You want to cash a check?
Yes, you see, last night I got a telegram from Las Vegas. They want me to come up and open up.
Oh, I see. Oh, $1,000.
Yes, I need some going away money, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh, some going away money. Well, I'd be very glad to oblige. In fact, we've even arranged a little going away party for you.
All right, Frankie, this is
What's going on here?
We finally caught up with Frankie the forger.
Oh, no, not again. Frankie the forger, I'm Sid Caesar.
Oh, no, you're not. The real Mr. Caesar agreed not to cash any checks until we caught you.
I know, but that's what I was trying to explain to you. When I got home last night, I got a telegram that
You
told
can
me...
tell that story to the judge.
Yes, come on, Frankie.
I'm Sid Caesar, don't you understand? Pardon me, miss, but I've never done this.
Come on, we're taking
Pardon me, miss, but I've never done this.
Well, congratulations, Mrs. Carmichael.
My idea really worked, didn't it?
It certainly did.
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and you can fool all the people some of the time, but you better not fool around with us, huh?
That's very good, very good. And Mrs. Carmichael, as a reward, I would like to take you to lunch to my club.
Lunch at your club?
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh,
Well, I
thank
think
you.
you deserve it. You
Thank
really
you.
do. You
Oh,
could-
look, here's the real Mr. Caesar.
Oh, why, so it is. Hello, hello. Nice to
Hi
see you.
there. Well, we did it.
Yeah.
You did what?
We caught Frankie the forger.
They took him out just now. Oh, they did?
Yep, my idea really worked.
Yeah.
By you agreeing not to cash any checks, the minute he walked in here, we knew who he was.
Say, now that Frankie the forger's out of the way, maybe I can cash a check without all this rigmarole going on, huh?
Of course, of course.
It's a big one, you know.
Well, it's your money.
You see, I'm leaving on a tour of Europe tomorrow, and I'll need $10,000.
So, 10,000. Well, I don't think we have that much cash on hand.
Oh, you
right
don't
now.
have it, huh?
Well, but we will just as soon as the messenger arrives from our main branch.
Well, how long will that take?
Oh, about an hour.
It'll take an hour, huh?
Well, now, you don't have to wait around, but why don't you join us for lunch?
Sure, we can celebrate catching Frankie the forger.
Yeah, good.
Okay?
Are you sure they caught this Frankie the forger?
Oh, yeah.
And are you sure they put him in jail?
They just waltzed him out of here.
Oh, well, then let's go, shall we?
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, you did. Well, thank you, Lieutenant. Thank you. Goodbye.
What did he say?
Well, Frankie the forger still claims that he's Sid Caesar.
Oh, honestly.
You know what else?
What?
They let him out on bail.
They let him out on bail?
Yeah, out on bail.
They let him out on bail. I think that's terrible. The way they let criminals walk around scot-free these days, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I wonder if he paid his bail with a check.
Here you are, miss. Chicken cacciatore, baked lasagna, and broccoli with hollandaise
Oh,
sauce.
that looks beautiful.
And for you, Mr. Mooney, roast turkey with oyster dressing, apple fritters, candy jams, and homemade cornbread.
Oh, that looks delicious.
And for your order, sir, cottage cheese and skim milk. Thank you.
Is that really all you're going to have? You ought to try this turkey.
Oh, now, Mr. Mooney, it's not nice to tempt someone when they're on a diet.
Oh, no.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, this lasagna is the best I have ever tasted.
I'm so glad. They do it very well.
What do you have?
I have the turkey with the oyster dressing.
Oh, I love it. I love what
I can't go on like this. Operator, get me the police.
The police?
What do you want with the police?
I can't stand this any longer. I can't go on like this. I've got to do... Hello, police. I'm in the dining room of the Lafayette Men's Club. Come and get me. This is Frankie the Forger. That's right. Frankie the Forger.
You are Frankie the Forger?
Yes. And before the cops get here, I'm going to have some food. Real food. Waiter!
Yes, sir?
Waiter!
Yes, sir?
Bring me pork chops and a squab stuffed with oyster dressing. Then stuff a squab and a turkey and some lasagna and black-eyed peas and candy jams and corn pone and Virginia hams, hot bread and turnip beans, fat back and lima beans, and that's what I like about the South. Now, wait a minute!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Bring me a corned beef sandwich, all fat. Now you're going to see some eating and some food.
All right, Frankie, let's go. We just got a call to pick you up.
You got here so fast.
Well, we were cruising in the neighborhood.
But the way they just took my order for lunch, you understand?
Well, don't worry about your lunch. We'll give you some nice bread and water down at the station house. Come on, let's go.
Come here. Come on,
Come on,
Mrs. Carmichael, do you realize what's happened?
Yes, we finally got Frankie the Forger arrested.
We also got Sid Caesar arrested. One of our biggest clients.
Oh, no.
Yes, that's what
And
we
another thing, Frankie the Forger, if you try to plead innocent, I'll be there to appear as a witness against you. Take him away. How do you do, Mr. Mooney? How do you do, Mrs. Carmichael? Nice to see you.
It is?
I thought you'd be furious.
So did I.
I just came over to apologize.
Apologize?
Of course, it was my fault. I wasn't supposed to cash a check, and I got you all confused.
Oh, well, you know, that is awfully nice of you. Isn't that nice
Oh.
of him? I just... Well, won't you join us for lunch?
Yes, please do.
Thank you. Oh, yes, please
Oh, you don't know how relieved we are. Oh, my
that
goodness.
other fellow.
Oh, my
May I ask you a
goodness.
question? How did you catch this Frankie the Forger? Huh?
Well, he gave himself up. He said he couldn't stand being on a diet anymore.
That's right. You know what else he did? He ran off with my drumstick.
Really just grabbed and ran.
Ran like a thief.
Well, it serves him right. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a man who lacks willpower. Me, I have willpower.
Yeah, me too. You know, last year I made up my mind I wasn't going on any more diets, and I stuck to it.
Here's the food you ordered, sir.
Food?
Yes, sir.
Oh, waiter, Mr. Caesar doesn't want that now. He has cottage cheese and skim milk.
Oh, thank you.
Well, new salad. Give me this here. Oh, look at this food. Oh, my. Look at this here. Huh? Look at that. Look at that. Some food. I got some food. Oh, boy, it's food. You'll never need this.
The Lucy Show. Lucy Show. Starring Lucille Ball. Co-starring Gail Gordon.
Good morning, Mr. Mooney.
Good morning, Mrs. Carmichael.
Would you like some coffee in Danish?
No, this morning let's pretend that this is a bank and not a snack bar.
Yes, sir.
Now, would you kindly get busy and make a list of the appointments I have away from the office today?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
What's the matter, Mr. Mooney? Didn't you get any sleep?
I drove Mrs. Mooney to the airport at 5 o'clock this morning.
Oh, I thought her flight was this afternoon.
I wanted to make sure she wouldn't miss it.
How long is she going to be gone?
Well, she'll be visiting her mother for about a month. I arranged the whole trip as a birthday present.
Oh, I didn't know it was her birthday.
It's my birthday.
Oh. Well, congratulations. Say, you just might get a big surprise for your birthday.
What do you mean?
Well, last night when I went to deliver some papers to Mr. Cheever's office, he wasn't there, see? And there just happened to be a letter on his desk. And I just happened to let it catch my eye, you know? And my eye just happened to catch what it said. And it said...
Mrs. Carmichael, snooping like that is unethical, immoral, and downright dishonest.
And you don't want to know what the letter said?
Every word.
It said that the president of our San Francisco bank is retiring at the end of this month, and that it's up to Mr. Cheever to select a replacement for him.
President of the San Francisco branch. That job could only be handled by an outstanding executive, a man of integrity and intelligence.
Oh, then you don't want the job?
I was talking about me.
Oh, well, then before he considers anyone else, why don't you go to him first and tell him how much you'd like the opportunity?
Because if I bring it up, he'll know that somebody was snooping around his desk.
Well, you could do it without him knowing that you know about the letter.
How?
Well, just drop little hints, you know, when you're around him, like how you'd love to head up a bank and how you'd love to be a wonderful executive like he is.
Mrs. Carmichael, I am not the kind of man who would stoop to hinting or deviousness.
I just thought if you'd butter him up a little.
And I am too proud to butter up the boss. Now, Mooney. Oh, Mr. Cheever.
Mooney, I have just closed the Benson deal, and on our terms.
Incredible. Mr. Cheever, you certainly know how to get things done. It is amazing that just one man could have so much vitality, perseverance, and executive ability.
Well, Mooney, I've never been showered with such praise.
Or butter.
Just keep busy. Get these contracts in the mail. You know, Mr. Cheever, it's executives like you who inspire ambition in others. You make a man like me want to be like you, doing what you're doing.
Doing what I'm doing?
Being president of a bank, running the whole show.
Mooney, if you're thinking of taking over my job, forget it.
You and your advice. Now he thinks I'm after his job.
Well, I was only trying to help.
Oh, never mind.
Didn't expect you to
I've
say
got to
anything
get
like
out of here.
that.
I have an appointment.
Oh, and don't forget your luncheon engagement with your old fraternity brother, Mr. Williams.
Oh, yes, Ernie. Oh, good old Ernie. What a card he is. I haven't seen that rascal for ages. Oh, golly, Ernie, I'll see. Just because I won't be here That doesn't mean that you can take a 2-hour lunch break.
Oh, don't worry, Mr. Mooney. I've got so much work, I'll probably just have to skip lunch.
Well, it won't do you any harm. Ernie!
Cherry boy!
You old alpha, beta, gamma, you!
Alpha, beta, gamma! Roobity-dee, rooty-toot-toot. We are the boys of the Institute. Elephant hide and tiger meat. Don't fall out of the rumble seat.
My, gee, it's good to see you.
Long time no see.
Yeah, long time no see.
Or as the sailor said when his watch fell overboard, long sea, no time.
Oh, I like that. Long sea.
Pardon me, would you gentlemen care for a drink?
Oh, yes, indeed. What'll you have?
Well?
Ernie.
What?
How about our old fraternity special?
Good idea.
All right. We'll both have slow gin and root beer.
Slow gin and root beer?
No ice. Ernie, you rascal, you haven't changed a bit since college. No.
Oh.
No?
College. Those were the fun days.
Oh, yeah.
Say, you remember that time I fixed you up with a blind date? I told you it was with the homecoming queen, but instead it was with that girl shot putter with the butch haircut and the buck teeth.
Yeah.
Oh, she had a kooky name. Can't think of it now.
Klottendorf.
Klottendorf, that's right, Klottendorf. You'd think with a name like that, she'd have changed it.
She did. It's now Mrs. Mooney.
I didn't know. I'm sorry.
You're sorry. Well, let's get to something else. Now, how about having some lunch, Ernie? Let's look this over.
Oh, that looks good.
Ernie,
What?
listen to this.
What?
Enter our contest for Boss of the Year award. The title will be awarded on the basis of the best letter singing the praises of the contestant's boss.
Anything I write about my boss, I'd have to write on a wall.
Yeah, I feel the same way. But I'm being considered for an important job in San Francisco. If I could get this award for my boss, I'd be set.
Well, maybe have somebody down at the bank who majored in literature. And has a talent for writing could help you out.
Oh, no. I wouldn't want anyone at the bank to know that I'd entered this contest.
Why not?
Well, they'd think I was buttering up the boss. Besides, if I lost, I'd be the laughingstock of every coffee break.
So if you won, they'd have to know.
If I won, it wouldn't matter. I'd be on my way to San Francisco.
Of course.
Yeah, I've got to
Let's
think
work
about
on
Here
it.
you are, gentlemen. Slow gin and root beer.
Only a coward won't drink it down. I'd forgotten how good that is.
thought you were Mr. Mooney.
You ready to leave?
No, I can't leave until Mr. Mooney comes back, but he ought to be here in a few minutes.
What are you trying to hide?
Oh, I was just writing a letter. Well, the Businessmen's Club is having a contest for Boss of the Year. And I was hoping I could write a letter that could win it for Mr. Mooney. But I don't want him to know about it. You see, he's up for a big job in San Francisco. And I thought that this award might impress Mr. Cheever enough to get Mr. Mooney that job.
The way he treats you and you want him named Boss of the Year, boy, that's loyalty.
Loyalty schmoyalty, Mary Jane. I figure if he goes to San Francisco, any new boss I get will be an improvement. Oh, hello, Mr. Mooney.
Oh, hello, Mr. Carmine.
You know my girlfriend.
Oh, hello, baby Jane.
Mary Jane.
Well, you can run along, Mrs. Carmichael. I have work to do.
Oh, won't you need me for dictation or anything?
Oh, no. This work is of a confidential nature. It's personal, personal. That's all.
Okay, Mr. Mooney.
Yeah.
Bye, Mr. Mooney.
Goodbye,
Thank
Mary.
you. And good night.
Good night. Good night. To look at my boss, Mr. Cheever, one can see... To look at my boss, Mr. Cheever, one can see that he is considerate. To look at my boss... To look at my boss, Mr. Cheever, one can see that he is a lot like Abraham Lincoln. Considerate, kind, and intelligent. A man of great character and dignity. Although bankers have a reputation as cold, hard businessmen, our Mr. Cheever operates with great warmth and compassion. He is admired for his ability to get things done. Among his fellow workers, he is known as Cheever the Achiever. The merry twinkle in his eye reflects the glorious sense of humor that endears him to those of us who serve this faithful man, who is for the people, of the people, and by the people.
Lucy.
Oh, it's no use. I can never get this Boss of the Year letter finished in time for the contest.
Aren't you making any progress at all?
Well, I was going real good, and then I got stuck.
Well, why don't you read to me what you have so far, and maybe I can help you.
All right. I consider my employer, Mr. Theodore J. Mooney, a wonderful boss for the following reasons.
Go on.
That's where I got stuck. Oh, it's no use. I could never write a good enough letter to win the contest anyway.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to sing the praises of a boss like Mr. Mooney.
Hey!
What?
That's it!
What's it?
Sing the praises. Maybe I should write my letter in the form of a song.
Oh, you mean like lyrics?
Yeah, that would really be singing the praises of my boss.
That's a wonderful idea, Lucy. And then we think of songs that describe what working for Mr. Mooney is really like.
How about Plenty of Nothing?
I mean songs that are complimentary.
Like what?
Yeah, well,
Well, how about who's wonderful, who's marvelous, Mr. Mooney?
Hey, that's cute. Oh, I write that down, yes.
And when the Mooney comes over the mountain.
Very good,
I
yeah.
don't know about
Oh, how about Mooney, how I love you, my dear boss Mooney. That's good, good.
I'm in love with Mr. Mooney.
I might be able to use that, yeah. Mooney and Rosie.
Oh, yeah.
They're good?
Yes. Oh, and Mooney River.
You know you have a nice voice.
You and your Spanish eyes will wait for me.
Mooney, will you please stop playing games and tell me why you insisted that I come here tonight? You know how I hate these things.
Well, now, Mr. Cheever, you see that sign? The Boss of the Year Award? Well, when I got my tickets, they had a little note enclosed, and it said that my presence here tonight would have special significance.
What has that got to do with me?
Well, don't you see, sir, the whole idea of the contest is that the contestants send in complimentary letters about their employers, and the best... Oh, but why spoil the surprise?
Oh.
Oh, Lucy, there's Mr. Mooney and Mr. Cheever.
Oh, yes.
You didn't tell him you entered him in the contest, did you?
Of course not. Come on. Hello.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Carmichael. What are you doing here?
Well, I thought some of the gang from the bank might be here, and...
Yeah, would you like to join us?
Oh,
Please do.
Thank you.
Very nice of you, Mr. Cheever. Doesn't the place look wonderful? Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for, the Boss of the Year Award. And the winning letter was received from an employee of the Westland Bank. Now, I would like the contestant who wrote the winning letter to step this way, please. Lucille Carmichael. When our contestants were invited to sing the praises of the boss, Mrs. Carmichael took us literally. And since her words are set to music, we think it would be a good idea to let her sing them to you herself.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
Oh, no.
I'd like to pay my boss a tribute. Sing his praises loud and clear. As a banker, Mr. Mooney has a record you should hear. 76 big loans that he made last year. 110 accounts that were new, followed by mortgage deeds springing up like weeds, foreclosed when they were overdue. There were Christmas clubs and savings plans he improvised, compounding, interest all the way. New interest rates and tax rebates he organized, highly prized by NCBA. He bought 50 big computers for the auditing, computing with no time to lose. Big machines of every size, one human man who multiplies in case a darn machine should blow a fuse. Oh, thanks for the memory of a boss I think is great. Not a single cranky trait. He doesn't even holler on the days I come in late. Oh, thanks for the memory of the patience that he takes, overlooking my mistakes. He even buys the donuts when I take my coffee breaks. How thoughtful he is. Many's the time that we quarrel, and many's the time that he'd fire me. But then, in the end, he'd rehire me. You'll never find a boss so kind. So thanks for the memory of comforts he installed, like hi-fi in the walls, not going out to lunch, so he'll be there to take my calls. I thank you so much. It's 6 short years that I worked for him, 72 great months filled with cheer. There were happy days, he surprised me with a raise. Let's salute the boss of the year.
Let's get the man up here, the boss of the year, Mr. Theodore J. Mooney. Mr. Mooney, I bet I know how you feel.
Oh, you have no idea.
Folks, I think it would be appropriate to have the Boss of the Year trophy presented by his boss, Mr. Winfield Cheever.
Thank you. I consider it a privilege and an honor to present this award to this employee of mine, in whom I have had such confidence and faith. As a matter of fact, only this morning I dictated a letter appointing Mr. Mooney the president of the Westland Bank in San Francisco. However, as we all know, there are bigger things in life than business achievements and material success. And seeing this bond of loyalty between this secretary and her boss, I am going to see that Mr. Mooney stays with us so that our happy family at the Westland Bank can remain together.
Okay, everybody, let's hear it for Mr. Mooney.
Let's salute the boss of the year.
The Lucy Show. Lucy Show. Starring Lucille Ball. Co-starring Gail Gordon.
You can relax, Lucy. It's only me.
Oh, Mary Jane. I thought it was Mr. Mooney. I want him to think I was working.
Yeah, well, you'll never fool him that way.
Why not?
You haven't got any paper in the typewriter. Hey, did you see this afternoon's paper?
No, why?
Stacy's department store is having a big sale.
Really? Oh, wow. They're really having a sale.
Everything's more than half off.
Yeah, half off. That bikini on that model looks it. Oh, that is a beauty. I'd love to have that bikini.
Oh, Lucy, would you wear a bikini like that on a public beach?
No, but I'd hang it on my clothesline. That ought to get me some action. Gee, everything's on sale. Appliances, clothes, furniture. Uh-oh.
What?
The sale is for one day only, tomorrow.
So?
So I have to work tomorrow.
Well, so do I, but I'm going to tell my boss I've got a toothache. Why don't you tell Mr. Mooney you have to go to the dentist?
No. I tried that a few times, and Mr. Mooney always insists on going to the dentist with me.
You're kidding.
Yeah? Yep, so far I've had 3 perfectly good teeth pulled. If I do it anymore, I won't have a tooth in my head.
Well, why don't you tell him you've got the mumps?
Oh, no. I've told him I'm sick too often. He just never believed me.
He'd believe you if he saw you getting sick.
What do you mean?
While you're working this afternoon, act sick. You know, moan, groan, cry a little.
Well, that won't work. I do that every week when he gives me my salary.
But, Lucy, if he sees you getting sick right here in this office, he'll insist that you go home.
Well, now, Mr. Mooney, he's not easy to fool.
He's a man, isn't he?
Yeah?
Well, then he's easy to fool. If you play it smart, you see, you don't say you're sick. You just act sick. And then when he suggests you go home, you refuse.
Refuse?
Then when you refuse to go home, he'll insist you go home.
He'll insist?
Believe me, when Mr. Mooney sees you suffering, he's got to sympathize with you. After all, he's human.
Let's not make any snap judgments.
Well, it's worth a try.
All right. I'll give it a try. I really would love to go shopping. You know I need a new refrigerator.
What's the matter with the one you got?
Well, you know, it has a capacity of 14 cubic feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I got 1 foot of food and 13 feet of frost. Everything frosts up.
Everything?
Yeah. Tonight for dinner, I'm having a spaghetti popsicle.
Oh.
Would you like to join me?
See you later.
Okay.
Bright and early now.
If I can fool Mr. Mooney.
Don't worry. It'll work. Do what I said.
All right.
Next letter is to Wilson and Russ.
Yes, sir. Wilson and Russ.
Gentlemen, regarding your inquiry of the 15th, I think the loan can be... Did you say something, Mrs. Carmichael?
No, sir.
No. I think the loan can be arranged on the following terms. We will have the... Miss Carmichael, are you all right?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Huh. Where was I? Oh, following term. The principal will be paid over a period of 20 years. Are you sure you're all right?
Oh, yes. I feel fine.
Oh, well, perhaps you'd like to rest for a while.
Oh, no, sir. There's work to be done.
Oh, all right, then let's get on with it. Where was it? Oh, yes. Payments will be made semi-annually on the 1st of January and on the 1st of July each year. Mrs. Carmichael, are you in pain?
No.
Is it constant pain?
No, only when I breathe.
Well, maybe you'd like to go home.
Oh, no, I'd rather stay. Let's just keep on working. I feel much better when I'm working. It takes my mind off the pain.
Oh, now are you quite sure you want to continue working?
Oh, yes, sir. I'll be all right.
Oh, all right. Where was I? 15th January. Oh, yes. Should a payment be missed, there will be a forfeiture penalty. What's the matter with it? What's the matter with it?
It's having a spasm.
Mrs. Carmichael, you are ill.
Oh.
Let me feel your forehead. No fever, no. Let me see your tongue. Looks all right. Let me look at those eyes. Oh.
I hope whatever it is isn't contagious. Well, let's continue with the dictation. I'll write with my left hand.
Miss Carmichael, please, go home.
No, I want to stay. I want to stay. I want to work. I want to work. I want to work.
Mrs. Carmichael, I think you ought to go home.
No, I want to stay. I want to stay.
Mrs. Carmichael, I insist that you go home.
Oh, well, if you insist. Thank you very much, Mr. Mooney.
Don't mention it. Don't mention it. And if you don't feel well tomorrow, don't come back to work.
No, I won't. I won't.
Now, remember, this is our biggest sale, and this is the 0 hour. I hope you're all prepared for what's coming. Remember, those are customers out there, and they outnumber us by more than 50 to 1. And I can assure you they will show us no mercy. Good luck, everybody. To your post, to your post. They're here, they're here.
Oh, I haven't been mauled and crushed like that since my first blind date in high school. Good heavens. Come on over here. Look, the Jiffy automatic stove. Set the timer and it turns itself on and off. How do you like that? You don't even have to be home to burn your dinner.
Boy, cooking is so easy now. They've got instant cream, instant coffee, instant milk, instant this, instant that.
Yeah, everything but instant money to pay for it. Oh, boy.
Oh, hey, I see the juicers I want over here.
What?
The orange juicer.
What's so funny?
Come here, look. Look at the name and the slogan. Little Squeeze Orange Juicer. Men, make your wife happy. Give her a little squeeze in the kitchen.
You get your little squeeze. I'm going to look around.
Okay. Oh, miss.
Why did you break that dish?
Well, I'm sorry, but it said try our unbreakable dishes, so I just picked them up and I just tapped.
You did it again.
Well, for heaven's sake, why does it say unbreakable when they're breakable?
Those are unbreakable. These are imported china.
Unbreakable.
You should know.
These are the unbreakable?
Guaranteed. departments in this store. Why did you have to come to this one? Never mind. Now, just what kind of dishes do you want?
Well, I don't want any dishes.
You don't want dishes?
No, I came in here to buy a refrigerator.
The refrigerators are over there.
Oh, well, thank you.
Don't touch that!
Why not?
Because you are liable to break it. If you're interested in this model, I will demonstrate it for you.
Thank you.
Now, this is the freezer unit with the automatic ice maker. Yes. And the vegetable crisper, latest design. So's the meat freshener. Shelves slide in and out easily. It has a 5-year guarantee, and it comes at the amazingly low sale price of only $299.99.
$299.99?
Yes. Is Madam interested in making a purchase?
Well, Madam is, but Madam's budget isn't. I'll have to think it over. May I have your card in case I decide on anything?
Very well.
Thank you.
Hi.
Oh, did you get your squeezer?
Yeah. Did you find a refrigerator you like?
Yeah, I found one I like. But it's $299.99.
Oh, that's a lot of money, but isn't that beautiful,
Yeah,
Lucy?
and it's got all the newest gadgets.
Yeah.
Look. Look. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Mr.
Give me back my car! I don't want you to even know my name.
I've got to know your name in case I decide to buy a refrigerator. I won't know whom to ask for.
Good. Please, madam, just don't buy a refrigerator.
Why?
Eat warm food. Go to another department.
I don't...
Please, go.
It's so emotional. No wonder they're having a sale. Everything's broken. I didn't do anything.
I was whether she didn't do anything.
Yes, you did.
What did I do?
You just became our customer of the year.
I did.
You're a very lucky lady.
Really?
You're the 10 millionth customer to enter this department. And you've just received a great many valuable gifts.
What did I get? What did I get? What did I get?
Well, you got a set of golf clubs.
Golf clubs?
A set of luggage.
Oh.
A washing machine, a dryer, a dishwasher, a color television set.
Oh, heavens, a color television set.
And this beautiful refrigerator completely stocked with food.
A refrigerator, that's what I came in here to buy.
That's what you came in to buy,
That's
a
the one thing that I wanted to...
You're a very lucky lady.
Oh, I certainly am. Nothing like this ever happened to me. Oh, and you're lucky too, Mary Jane.
I am?
I'm going to give the color TV set to you.
You're going to give it to me?
Yes, but we'll keep it in my apartment. Yeah, then you can come down and watch it anytime you want, and you can eat from my completely stocked refrigerator.
Would you please give me your name and address?
Yes, Lucille Carmichael. Oh, where do I live? Gower Street, Glen Hall Apartments. Yes, 780 North Gower Street, Hollywood.
And you're a housewife.
I am? Oh, yes. Yes, I am. Yes. I do take care of my apartment, but I work during the day at the Westland Bank.
A very fine bank.
Oh, the best bank in town. You may quote me.
Mrs. Carmichael,
Yes?
our photographer is here.
Your photographer?
Would you mind having your picture taken while I congratulate you?
Oh, I didn't expect to have my picture taken today. Well, my hair must be a mess. Good heavens, that bulb is so bright, all I can see is a big blue blob.
Thank you and congratulations again.
Well, thank you.
Your prizes will be delivered in a few days.
Oh, really? Oh, thank you very much.
And remember to buy tomorrow's newspaper. Your picture will be in it and a story all about you.
Oh, really? Oh, I want to tell you, it's the most exciting thing that's ever happened to me. Thank you.
You're
Thank
very
you.
welcome.
Oh,
Thank you.
Lucy, your picture's gonna be in the paper.
Gee, I'll be famous. Everybody will see my picture. Mr. Mooney will be so proud. And when I... Mr. Mooney,
no.
if Mr. Mooney sees my picture in the paper, he'll know I wasn't sick.
Oh, maybe you'll get lucky and he won't read the paper.
No chance. He reads it every morning the minute he gets in the office.
Well, you've got to stop him from reading that paper.
I know what I'll do. I'll hide his glasses.
Good idea.
No, it isn't. He doesn't wear glasses. I know. I'll get to the office before he does and get rid of the paper.
Oh, would you want me to call you and wake you up?
Don't worry about it. I'll be awake all night. If he sees that paper, he'll kill me.
Lucy, the most he can do is fire you.
I know, Mr. Mooney. He'll kill me and then fire me. Forgive me, George. It isn't exactly a lie. George! Mr. Mooney's office? Oh. Hi, Mary Jane. Yes, I just hit it. No, he's not here yet. Well, thanks. Yeah, I just saw it. Yeah, I thought it was a nice picture. What wrinkle? That wasn't a wrinkle. Your paper was creased. I better hang up. I hear him coming.
Well,
Oh, good morning, Mr. Mooney.
good morning, Mrs. Carmichael. You know, you didn't have to come to work if you're ill.
Oh, well, I'm not sick anymore.
Well, there must be something the matter with you. You're early.
No, I'm fine. I just figured as long as I was off yesterday, I should come in early today and catch up on all my work.
Well, that's very commendable. Very commendable. What was the matter with you?
I don't know, but I'm all right now.
Good. Good. Mrs. Carmichael,
Yes, Mr. Mooney?
where's my newspaper?
Where's your newspaper?
It isn't here.
It isn't here?
Where is it?
Where is it?
Was your mother frightened by a parrot? Now stop repeating everything I say and help me find my newspaper.
Oh,
Please.
why don't you forget about your newspaper and let's just get to work?
No, I just don't feel right unless I read my morning newspaper. I want to know what's going on in the world.
Well, I'll tell you. The temperature's up, the stock market is down, and little orphan Annie's lost again.
Mrs. Carmichael, will you stop being facetious and go out and buy me a newspaper?
Oh, yes, sir. There are a lot of newspapers. Yeah, Mr. Mooney, you know you read too much anyway.
What?
Yeah, you're always reading. You know, the bank reports, the stock market charts, and the fine print in the mortgage papers, and you're just straining your eyes. They're all bloodshot.
My eyes are not bloodshot.
How can you tell? You're seeing them from the inside.
Mrs. Carmichael,
I'm doing this for your own good, Mr. Mooney. Really, you do. You work too hard. Rest your eyes for a change. It'll do you good.
Well, maybe you're right. You know, I have been getting headaches lately.
I know. You've been getting headaches ever since I came to work for you.
Oh, true.
Oh, I didn't mean it that way. I don't think that
Mrs.
they all...
Carmichael, I appreciate your concern. All right, I'll skip the newspaper this morning.
Good.
Now, can we get to work?
Yes, sir.
Lucy?
Oh, hello, Laurie.
This picture of you is just wonderful.
Goodbye, Laurie.
The prizes you won.
Yeah, goodbye, Laurie.
Just a moment. What picture of you?
Oh, it's nothing. Laurie was just going, weren't you, Laurie? Goodbye.
She's going, but the papers say. Westland Bank employee wins fabulous prizes.
Yeah, that's not my picture. Really, Mr. Mooney, see, I got red hair. Her hair is black.
So you were sick yesterday. Answer me! Were you sick?
No, but I am now.
And you played me for a sucker.
No, I...
And that act you put on pretending to be sick. Oh, my hand. I got on the bed. Please, I want to stay. I want to work. And like a fool, I let you get away with it.
I'm sorry, Mr.
Sorry
Mooney.
isn't enough. To begin with, you will not be paid for yesterday. And the only reason I don't fire you is because I'm such a sweet guy.
You're a sweet guy.
Yes. Now you get to work. And I don't want to hear another word about your sneaky endeavors.
Yes, sir.
Mooney!
Oh,
Congratulations, old boy. You did it again.
Thank you, Mr. Cheever, sir. What did I do?
Oh, playing it sly, huh? Little modest, huh? Westland Bank employee wins fabulous prizes. Oh, I tell you, this story about your secretary in the newspapers is the most wonderful publicity. And we appreciate it. That's good public relations. And it only happened because you were thoughtful enough to allow Mrs. Carmichael to take off, to go shopping.
That's because he's such a sweet guy.
He certainly is.
Oh, shucks.
But he is not the only one that can be sweet. Now, in order to show our appreciation, the bank is going to give you 1 full week's salary as a bonus.
A full week's salary?
That's right. And I'm sure you will want to show your appreciation by giving Mrs. Carmichael a week's salary out of that bonus.
Of course, sir.
Yes. Mooney, I am proud of you. Keep up the good work.
Gee, a whole week's salary for me. Thank you, Mr. Mooney.
A half-week's salary.
Mr. Cheever just said that you should give me a whole week's salary.
I don't care what he said. And one more word out of you, and you won't get a red cent.
And you're supposed to be such a sweet guy.
I am a sweet guy, and don't you forget it!
The Lucy Show.